Have you ever wondered why, despite your efforts, you feel stuck, like there's an invisible barrier between you and your spiritual awakening? What if I told you that 6 powerful lies are holding you back, keeping you anchored to what some call the third dimension, a realm of limitation, ego, and illusion? In our quest for spiritual growth, it's easy to fall prey to these deceptive beliefs. They are subtle, often disguised as truth, and can be so deeply ingrained that we don't even realize they exist. But here's the key. Until we confront and dismantle these lies, we'll remain trapped in the confines of our own mind, unable to transcend and access higher states of consciousness. Today we're going to expose the 6 most common lies that hinder your spiritual awakening. Together, we'll unravel how these illusions work, why they're so effective at keeping us stuck, and how you can break free to step into your true, limitless nature. So, if you're ready to shatter these illusions and take control of your spiritual journey, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on this transformative path. The idea that our worth is tied to what we own is a widespread myth fueled by our egos, and it keeps us stuck in a lower level of existence. This myth suggests that piling up material wealth increases our value as people. This belief is deeply rooted in many cultures, often driving us to chase after material things, sometimes neglecting our spiritual growth and overall well-being. Spiritually, this obsession with materialism goes against the teachings of the Tao, an ancient Chinese philosophy. The Tao encourages us to release our attachments to material objects and to see our possessions through a new lens. Instead of judging our worth by what we own, it teaches us that true satisfaction comes from surrendering, minimizing action, and embracing simplicity. Lao Tzu's words, "I do nothing and leave nothing undone," teach us that by not clinging to things, we can find deeper satisfaction and spiritual growth. This involves shifting our focus from collecting things to developing inner qualities and virtues. While material comforts are important, they shouldn't be the only measure of our worth or happiness. By moving beyond the ego's misleading story of materialism, we can start a journey of spiritual awakening that brings us closer to a deeper understanding of ourselves and our connection to the world. The second myth that our egos push on us centers around an obsession with achievement. In today's world, we often define success by career milestones, social status, and material things. This belief affects various aspects of our lives, from our education systems and career paths to our relationships with others. This mindset puts constant pressure on us to climb higher, gather more honors, and seek approval from others. From a young age, kids learn to think their grades, trophies, and other achievements determine their value. In this view, personal satisfaction is deeply linked to external success, leading us into an endless cycle of chasing achievements and often missing the real value of the experiences we have along the way. Our resumes and professional accomplishments often overshadow the importance of nurturing our inner selves and discovering our true passions. Consequently, many of us get caught in an endless chase for external validation, always aiming for the next promotion, a higher salary, or a prestigious title. The Tao offers a different approach. It encourages us to shift our focus from external achievements to internal growth. This philosophy teaches that our true worth goes beyond material things and accolades. It suggests that real fulfillment comes not just from external successes, but from the quality of our inner lives, staying true to our core values and connecting with something larger than ourselves. By recognizing that achievements can stem from both external and internal sources, we can find a balance between achieving worldly success and realizing our true selves. One of the deepest traps set by the ego in the third dimension is its endless quest for external validation. This overpowering urge leads us to continually seek others' approval, judgments, and praise, often sacrificing our authenticity and spiritual growth. It's as though the ego tricks us into believing that our existence hinges on the applause and opinions of those around us. However, transformative insights from the Tao and other spiritual teachings offer a way out. They encourage us to break free from this relentless cycle of seeking validation by embracing the idea that what you think of me is none of my business. Such perspectives free us from the hold of external opinions by weakening the ego's control over our lives. When we let go of the need for external validation, we set out on a journey towards true self-acceptance and a deeper connection with our inner selves. Importantly, the constant search for external approval often traps us in an endless cycle of dissatisfaction. This relentless desire for approval can cause anxiety, stress, and a persistent feeling of not being good enough. The wisdom of detaching from others' opinions liberates us from this self-made prison. By rising to a higher state of consciousness, we move beyond the constraints of the third dimension, free from the grip of the ego, leading to a profound spiritual awakening. In this state, we become more conscious of the need to cultivate inner peace and authenticity, which paves the way for greater spiritual fulfillment. Another major hurdle on our journey to spiritual awakening is the misleading belief that we are separate from others. This illusion, fueled by the ego, encourages us to compete and outshine one another. This mindset is deeply ingrained in modern society, fostering rivalries and divisions not just in sports, but throughout our daily lives. Yet the wisdom of the Tao reminds us of our fundamental interconnectedness. Rather than adhering to the ego's divisive narrative, it highlights that we are all part of the same cosmic fabric, existing as one entity. This understanding urges us to leave behind the ego's competitive attitudes and to adopt a spirit of unity, compassion, and cooperation. In practical terms, recognizing the illusion of separateness means understanding that our well-being is deeply connected to the well-being of others. It encourages us to move away from me against the world mindset to one of shared responsibility and interconnectedness. This shift fosters a deeper sense of empathy and compassion, qualities that are crucial for our path towards spiritual enlightenment. The ego often tricks us into thinking we're separate from what we think we lack, trapping us in a cycle of wanting and dissatisfaction as we chase after external things, believing they're the solution to our needs. Yet, teachings from the Tao and other spiritual insights offer a fresh perspective, one that prompts us to see beyond this illusion. They teach us that the divine is present everywhere, even in us and in what we think we lack. By recognizing this, we can connect with the universal spirit and allow our desires to come forth. By focusing more on internal alignment rather than external gains, we realize our true potential to satisfy our desires through this deeper connection. This shift helps us lead a life that's spiritually enriched, moving away from the ego's endless chase after external things. One of the most harmful illusions the ego creates is the belief that we are separate from God or the divine. This false idea leads us to feel cut off from our spiritual core, causing a deep sense of spiritual isolation. It's as though the ego blinds us from seeing that at our very center, we are divine. This concept of separation from the divine is a key theme across many spiritual and religious traditions. For example, Christianity speaks of original sin as a break from God, a gap that can only be bridged through faith and redemption. In Eastern philosophies like Advaita Vedanta, the highest aim is to realize the unity between our individual soul and the universal soul. As we've explored today, 6 powerful illusions often keep us tied down to what many refer to as the third dimension, a realm ruled by ego, limits, and illusions. Breaking free from these lies not only elevates our spiritual awareness, but opens us up to a life of greater fulfillment and connection. Remember, the journey to spiritual awakening is within your reach. It starts with recognizing these deceptions and choosing to step into your true, limitless self. By shifting our perspective from external desires to inner truths, we unlock a profound connection with the divine essence that permeates everything. If this message resonates with you and you're ready to break free from these limitations, don't forget to like this video, leave a comment sharing your thoughts or experiences, and check out the recommended videos on your screen for more insights into spiritual awakening. Your journey towards a higher consciousness is just a click away.